Well, I was in the Philippines.
The Philippines?
Yeah, with the terrible Japanese.
I was in the North Pacific.
In Italy?
The Philippines, Leyte, October the 20th, 1944.
Okay, we're at the World War II dance, and this is name?
Richard Pila?
Bell Ripsco.
I wasn't drafted. I enlisted in '43 as an air cadet.
How old are you now?
I just celebrated the 47th anniversary and my 39th birthday.
I am 2 months from being 87. 85?
A hero isn't the football player who catches the winning touchdown pass in the Super Bowl. A hero isn't the baseball player who hits a home run in the World Series.
Back in the Philippines, where General MacArthur went ashore with his promise, I shall return.
Sergeant in World War II, and I served in the Army Medical Corps.
47th
anniversary of the 39th birthday.
Oh, okay.
He's tricky.
Oh, my goodness. So I see you were a cold breaker. I gotta figure that one out.
44, in 44 they pulled me out, but I had enough credits to graduate.
Well, it was the 5th Army.
I re-enlisted after World War II and served most of my time in the States.
A hero isn't the basketball player who hits the bucket at the buzzer. No, a real hero is someone who helps secure the freedom that Americans take for granted today.
Our next invasion was the island of Okinawa, the last and biggest campaign of the Pacific Theater.
Seen a lot of casualties then during the war.
I saw many of them when I was at Denver, Colorado.
I was under General Mark Clark, the 34th Infantry Division.
World War II? Yeah, it was the tail end of it. I didn't have to see any bad action.
Because of you and others whose names we shall never know.
You ever know what this is? You must know what this is.
What? I got something better than that.
Well, this was HBO. They picked up the whole cast on the DVD called The Pacific.
Is that right?
Only Pacific veterans could go. There were only 28 of us. Yeah.
86.
Oh, you look good for 86.
Thank you. I feel good for 86.
Yeah.
The defeat of Nazi Germany,
Fascist Italy,
and Imperial Japan.
And did most of my fighting in the Apennine Mountains in Italy.
The landing took place on April the 1st, 1945, Easter Sunday.
Walking out of the elevator, and there would be stretchers all the way down the aisle and all the way back and forth.
All young guys.
All
right?
young guys, end-to-end stretchers.
Guaranteed that members of my generation would have a life of freedom.
Then we made the big push out of there into the Po Valley.
I was wounded on April 15th, 1945, and evacuated to Guam.
And then I walked into the dental office and I said, what happened? And the guy said, they flew them in from Okinawa and Iwo Jima last night, and that's what we have.
And I went through the whole war, and here I am.
Trained and prepared to go to Japan for the final invasion.
Before we were ever born, for this my generation extends to your heartfelt gratitude for your sacrifice you made.
When the war was over, they told me I could go home or they would send me to Pasadena, California, which is a general hospital. And I said, I'll go home.
Bombing of Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, changed our plans, and the war ended.
Whether you served on the front lines or on the home front, you never personally got rich like sports stars, but you enriched our lives without any expectance of a reward. And for that, we are eternally grateful. Thank you.
Now I have something I want to give you. I want to give you something over here, which I do to all World War II veterans. There's something I like to give you. I do this to all World War II veterans when I meet them. Well, I like to give you something special that I give to all World War II veterans when I meet them. Sir, for your service to our country, I'd like to give you something very special that I give to all World War II veterans. There's something I like to give you. I do this to all World War II veterans. Whenever I do these shows, I always come across World War II veterans. I always like to give them something. I'd like to thank you for your service to our country. This is for you. I've been a World War II veteran. I always give them one of these hats. This is for appreciation to your service. What you did during World War II is appreciated not from my generation, but also from his generation. I'd like to present you with this hat and a letter of thanks.
Thank you. Oh, I've never wore one of those hats.
Okay, yeah, I've never had one of those.
Well, you got one now.
Thank you.
A couple of things.
I got a small head.
It doesn't matter where you were, it's what you did in history. All right. So we have one generation, we have 3 generations here showing how they appreciated what the World War II veterans did. This is a personal letter from me, a personal letter of thanks. When you get the time, you can read it.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, we're not leaving the Let Us Forget memorial towards World War II veterans. The last two days, I met 10 World War II veterans. Many of them were close to 90. They fought overseas in Europe, and each one of them, I gave one of these hats in honor, and I thanked them for their service. We're now leaving the show. It's over. We're on our way back, and hopefully we'll find some more World War II veterans somewhere next week or whatever.